thank you for watching the video. I'm just going through the rapid fire on the World Warships Legends that has just come on. And let's start from the end and work our way to the front. We got some camos, a few commander chests, a common crate, skins. Looks like they re-added these skins back into the game for the time being. Doesn't look too bad. I believe this one was for soccer. Not bad, not bad. A little bit hard to tell if you're attacking it. Let's see, we got the Yihaji, Yahajiya. I do have it. It is a pretty good tier 4 ship. If you need to do this with a Japanese cruiser. And I think one of the reasons I like it is because it has what? Not one, but two torpedo tubes? Yeah, two of them. You can't really see that second one underneath the deck for the plane. And then we got an Italian one. I just started using this just the other day and getting the hang of the semi-armor piercing shells. Pretty much it takes away your HE shell, which if you come against a destroyer, you can't really damage the destroyer. The sap shell has a weak point to that because it doesn't do somewhat penetration, it has to do double penetration to do any damage. So it won't really penetrate the armor, it won't do any damage with ricochets. So you gotta watch your angles. Now this one, Resistance, I have not seen, so I'm guessing it was during the 2 years I was not on the game. And let's see, there's a Teal 6. Only has, well, by the looks of it, 4 secondary guns. It has a nice reload, great damage. Yeah, it only has 4 secondary guns, 5 seconds reload, and a medium range of those guns. So that will be something I have to do like a special build for. Do more the heavier say AP rounds or HE. And then we got the torpedoes at 10.5. That's actually pretty good. So it has long range on torpedoes. The AAs. Okay. Oh, this is not like saying 5. It's not even 2.5. It's actually just 2 because most of the guns at the 2 kilometer range. Because let's see, 4, 5. No, not even. Just 4 guns at 5 kilometers. That's not really 5 kilometers. That's barely anything. So 2 kilometers is your main, maximum, and minimum range of AA guns. Because all you need is a few HE shells to hit those AA guns, and they're gone for those 4. She goes by 29.9, so 30 kilometers. Oh, I should say 30 knots. She's not. She's okay on speed. But at 20, she's actually good on 20. She's good on mobility. And let's take a look at the armor. Okay, if I'm attacking this, I would want to hit anything in between those turrets, or just try aim for the sea level area. Because it's about what? I would say 29 to 75 armor thickness on that middle area. But if you hit around that U area, between the outside of the turret right here, let's say the back, and to the front, there's that green of 25 to 26. So that's its nice weak point if you want to hit any citadels. And we get the above average main gun reloading speed, full ahead, I should say, can be equipped with engine booster, and good concealment means she can get closer with the enemies. Let's take a quick look at that stat. 14, yeah, she is. So if I put together a commander that has consume, I can probably bump that down to maybe 10 to maybe 9. Because I got my consumer commanders pretty high up. During World War One, British battleships construction slowed to a halt, leading to orders of some of the ships being cancelled. 2 ships, Renown and Repulse, were saved, becoming the battle cruisers. Wilson would have been the 3rd member of that Renown class. So she didn't only enter service, she was under construction. So if they're going by their own lord, which they should change that from enter service to under construction. Because she was never complete. Okay. Not bad discount, 33% off. And you get a free flag. Let's see, we got Odin, he's a good ship. I don't have him all the way maxed out, but I do have the paint skin of during the event when he came out. So the Nordic paint skin I really do like. Gives a nice feel to the ship. And you do have torpedoes. But they're not that great. They're just like for close quarters comfort. But yeah, 6.7. I can't really give you my stats on just like a store open front until I take my command off. Now this one is, I believe, is a Pan-European destroyer. That does look like a good skin. I'll take a look at it in a second. Let's take a look at the destroyer stats. Velos, I believe that's what. Rome, Greece, or Spain. I'm not sure. It just reminds me of that. It's not Italian because then it would be an Italian tree, so... Reload time 2.2. Just looking at the damage of the AP you show, you better off just sticking to the HE and just improve your chance of fires. Let's see, you have the torpedo range of 10.5. That's actually good. You can actually increase that a little bit more with a good secondary commander. Sorry. Let's see, we got the standard smoke, engine booster, and AA defense. That I gotta see on our AAs, and they are sitting at 4, maybe 5. No, they're actually at the most at 5. That's a change. So I would either increase the damage or just increase the range. And since you're dealing with a destroyer, I would increase the damage, not the range. Because their A's actually give you away if you start attacking planes. So you want to increase your damage so you can stay hidden, and if they do spot you, you can just wipe them out. So, yeah. Max speed 38, almost 40 knots. That's pretty good. Rudder shift times 3.6. That's even better. You gotta watch your control stick, because if you're used to like a battleship, it takes a little bit, but this is gonna be shifting left and right. It's gonna be a hard target to hit. Concealment is 6.8. Now I would like to compare the AA and the concealment in air range. So that's 3.4. Yeah, I would increase your damage. If anything, your range is going to be doing all your work. So this is actually looking to be a good ship. I'm not sure if they accidentally put the rear rudder on the bottom of the ship. It looks like they might have, just by mistake. I mean, you see that underneath 16? It looks like the rear rudder that got glitched to the front. I'm not sure if that's actually supposed to be like that, or just a glitching error. Okay, let's look at the Lord. Yep, fast reloader. above average maximum speed, and standard smoke screen. Okay, U.S. Charlotte Fletcher class destroyer was built in Boston. The ship fought in the Pacific, escorted aircraft carriers, conducted raid operations, and participated in battles of Latine Gulf. In 1947, she was sent to the reserve and screened to mothballing. Oh, that's pretty much she kept on dock and on standby for a long period of time. Then in 1959, the U.S. handed the ship over to Greece, where she received the name Velos in 1944. The destroyer was declared an anti-destroyer museum in the region of the navies devoted to the construction and democracy. Okay. Everything checks out in the lore and into service, so yeah. Now let's take a look at that skin. It really does look nice. You only got one to appear to, so be careful with that. That's good AA, and like I said, you just want to increase your damage on those AA guns. But if I'm saying by the style and look, it looks good. I almost feel like I could use it to ram into another destroyer and do more damage to them. But we both know that won't work. You just, well, sink yourself. The other thing I want to point out before I jump, well, two things I should say. We have this limited time offer of the Super 7, and when you open it, you get a random Tier 7 premium ship. Now, downside is, I'll do this real quick. Let's say, due to that one coupon in the US, if you have that 10,000 tickets, you can actually get a 70% discount of any ship. So I would be careful on using that, either crate or ticket. And what I'm talking about, in Independence, I haven't used it yet, so I'm actually saving it for maybe next week. But pretty much it's a 70% off ticket for any US ship. I would use on the highest tier ship you can get your hands on. And I'm actually thinking of using on the Bureau, which actually always has a discount on. Or I wonder if it works in the Forge. I would love to see if that actually works in the Forge or not, and see if I can sell them for a discount on Forge credits. That'd be actually nice if that actually works. If not, okay. I just gotta make sure I have a premium ship that I don't have in the US tech tree that I can grab, that's a, say, Tier 7, reduced priced, and then, before this feature disappears next week, grab this as well. Because this, before I rant along to another subject, let's pull up what type of random ship you can get. Sorry for the delay. It is, here we go, Super 7, Massachusetts fridges. I have quite a few of them, but some I do not have. I'm not sure if it's like 100% guarantee you get any of these ships. So, by the looks of it, ships you have already owned will be excluded from the possible drops of this container. Okay, so if you have these ships, they won't be on here. I would actually do any American tickets ships you might have on here, grab them, well, on discounted price, and then go back to that super ship crate and then get whichever Tier 7 ship you might get. I think it's only 2, the Constitution and the Shredder I do not have. I'm pretty sure every other Tier 7 ship on here I actually own. I have to compare the list to the ships they have in the store and see which ones are, well, which. Because we do not see our premium ships in a shipyard. I would love to see that. Like have another tab where we can swap over and see what ships we actually have in premium that we own in here. That would be nice. Yes, I completed my calendar. And Commander Riker is actually good for hybrid US battleship carriers. I'm actually using him in Nebraska. And I'll just show real quick. This is how I have him set up. Not the one of the nuisance, the what I view, because my strike range is increased by 3%. Main battle wings is also increased. I also went with sea wings, so my aircraft strike cruising speed is increased, so maybe they'll attack faster, maybe. And reduce the current airstrike cooldown. So I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly. I think I am. But it seems like the torpedo on my strike, you know, the aircraft was actually striking faster and cooling down a tad bit quicker as well. Now, I use the real build quite often with my other ships. I just realized since I last used it, it was just like a much lower amount of AP you would receive. Like I think it was 12.2 when it first came out, and it was a repair reduction of only 10. Well, I didn't realize that, so I've been getting hit with that. So I've been using Stepan Martulia. He's a Russian commander. He's at 17, but his max is 20. So if you have him maxed out at 20, you can actually have this repair be nullified, but we're still getting that recovery boost with allied ships. So I'm just throwing that out there in case you want to use him, or any other commander that has this will be rebuilt. So I'm just throwing that little tip out. And yeah, the only other thing I can say is the marathon. I have 29,000, so I'm 9,000 over. And it would have been nice if we've been getting something extra with this. Like every 1,000 you completed a hodl or got something extra, like, I don't know, golden balloons, something. Or even some credits for the forge. So, besides my nagging, enjoy the season, good luck, and I believe we have 2 weeks left as a campaign. Yes, we have 2 weeks left, and then that'll be over. And do grab your wits constant, because I don't really see too many Tier 8 ships out there too often. She has a great secondary range. So, with that, thank you for watching the video, and have a nice day.